Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lovin Amman. We've got some exciting things lined up today, starting with a very special birthday announcement. We would like to give a very happy birthday to our beloved Queen Rania, who turned 54 on Sunday.
Absolutely. Queen Rania is such an inspiration, not just here in Jordan, but globally. Whether it's her dedication to education, empowerment, or her incredible grace, she continues to be a true icon for all of us. She truly is amazing.
She really is. And speaking of dedication, I think every Jordanian kid's dedication to Mansaf and Knafe is unmatched, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. You mean that one hilarious video of a kid trying to take mansaf and knafi to the school breakfast, right? Honestly, that's like a whole new level of commitment, like to the Jordanian pride, you know?
I mean, like, okay, who wouldn't want to start the day with Mansaf? I know it's
Honestly.
amazing and fantastic. His dad was trying to explain like how that's not exactly how breakfast works because I think if you eat stuff at the beginning of the day, you're not going to have any energy for any classes. But hey, we've all had those days where we wish we could bring our full stuff to school or work, right? With eating it with our hands and having the jimid and everything.
100%, like totally. And if you think that's funny, how about an ancient relic that's still somehow functional? You know, the family laptop that's been passed down for generations and barely works, but just won't quit, and your dad obviously will never replace it ever.
I can picture it now. I remember these laptops. I remember it would take like 20 minutes for it to start up. It would overheat. The fan would sound like an airplane taking off. It would crash.
100%.
It would crash if I opened up a Word document. That's too much for it, and it would just crash. But I loved it. There's a character about it. It's like this old school stuff from like 1970 or something. I don't know, but it had a certain charm. You could feel the generations of annoyance in it from your jiddo, from your dad, from
Exactly.
your uncle, from your cousins. خلاص, it's a family laptop.
Exactly, like 100%. I think it's like a Jordani tradition. يعني صارت خلص but like there is no like every Jordanian kid or every Jordanian university student will have to go through this. It's inevitable. And speaking of history and Jordanian families, we can talk about the epic pranking battle between Farid and Saad. When you get pranked, you've got no choice but to prank even harder, no?
Yeah. So what was it? Okay. So Saad, he has his cousin. So if you know Saad Shamot, he got really popular doing on TikTok during
Yeah.
COVID, and he makes really funny videos. He like makes pranks and stuff, and him and his cousin they kind of prank each other. So the last time his cousin pranked him with the water bottle trick, where like he's like, okay, like look, there's something inside this water bottle, right? And so he puts an open water bottle in front of him, and then when Saad came close, he like crushed the water bottle, so all the water came out. So
Mm.
it seems like Assad's like, oh yeah, you need to prank hard, right? So he basically he when his cousin went to university, and just before he came back from the U.S., he took his cousin's car to like a place where they color it with like different shades. And so he goes inside and he gets a car and he puts it like multicolored, like he puts a glaze on and he puts it like literally every single color. So it's like a rainbow car, right? And then in the front seat, he makes it look like the person who's driving the car is on a toilet. I found that so smart. It was an amazing prank. I loved the prank.
100%, like absolutely. Like I honestly don't know much about the prank, but on a more serious note, have you noticed some Starbucks locations closing around Amman? Like, what do you think is going on?
Honestly, I'm so happy. No, I'm so happy for this. Look, I've never
Yeah,
really liked Starbucks. I worked there a long time ago, when
really.
first year of university. But ever since I saw that video where like Starbucks and McDonald's, like both of them, where they were like giving out like free food and free drinks to the Israeli the IDF, I kind of
Yeah.
very much got like turned off from the whole thing, and I think a lot of us Jordanians also felt the same. I remember like when the war in Gaza first started, I saw videos of people literally like taking a Palestinian flag and then standing through the drive-through in McDonald's and shaming anyone who came. So I think this is a real like this is I'm fully supportive of this. They have my full support. I hope we get some local Jordanian chains who are like the money is going back into Jordan, which we like. Yeah, I would rather all the money, and employment and all this stuff. I would very much rather it go to Jordanian people and Jordanian companies, and profits of these coffee chains go back to Jordan. We even have a couple. We have a couple that sprung up after Starbucks closed down. We had can you think of any? There's a very famous one. I'm trying to remember right now, but
No, the only thing that comes to mind is Firefly, honestly.
there's Firefly. There's also there's a couple in Abdul. There's a couple of new places. Like everyone's kind of vying to be the new Starbucks. قهوة BLK. That's the one I was thinking about. Qahwa Black, yeah. Yeah, Qahwa Black. They've sprung out like 20 new places to kind of. Yeah, they're going crazy. They're going crazy. And there's also a couple. There's Mafrood or another one like that. So there's a couple of coffee chains that are trying to really like take over Starbucks's place. And the Starbucks in Shmesani and Deir Ghawar have closed down. People in the comments when we posted about this said like, oh, hopefully the one in Abdul closes soon as well. What do you think? What's your opinion on the whole subject?
I honestly never liked coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't like coffee chains. I don't like anything about. Never liked Starbucks. I always found their prices outrageous. Even before the war, even before anything happened, I never bought anything from them at all. Like their prices, their service, I just never like they never appealed to me, honestly. And yeah, I think that's such a great news, honestly, because I think like everyone should follow that path of supporting our people in Gaza and Palestine because like what's happening is like it can't be like we can't stay silent on what's happening. Like I think everyone needs to do their part, even if it's as little as just not buying from a certain place. Like you can buy coffee anywhere else. It's like it's all you, but just don't buy from that place. And it's showing and it's affecting them, even though they're like not by a great margin, but it's still something. So I'm glad it happened, and yeah, hopefully the other food and coffee chains that are related to the IDF close next, inshallah.
Hopefully. I know this is a
Yes.
controversial like topic, but I really think it's a good kind of a good path we're going on, right? Um, but yeah, and like
I was saying Jordan is like one of the countries, like one of the leading countries in supporting Palestine. So I think that's like something to be proud of, honestly.
absolutely. Hello. Thank you for tuning in into the Loving Amman podcast. It's as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network, which you should really check out. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts from. And thank you so much. I'm Tariq Shami.
And I'm Mohammed Lagaile. We'll catch you the next time next week, inshallah, on the Lovin Amman podcast. Take care, guys.